Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Mama and I am a YouTuber based in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. If this is your first time of stopping by, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for sticking around. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys whether people are actually depressed or they are lonely. In this video, I'm not trying to diagnose whether you're depressed or lonely, but I'm just trying to share with you from my own experience whether people are actually depressed or they are lonely. So first off, let's differentiate between loneliness and depression. Depression is actually a mental disorder, and this mental disorder actually affects how you think, how you act, how you behave, like your whole mental state. Like there is a distort in how you process things. So that's for depression. Then for loneliness simply just means like the name, you are lonely, you are alone, like there's nobody, to support you, maybe emotionally, physically, psychologically, like you are alone, like you feel like you're alone. I'm not trying to say that you cannot get depressed from being lonely, right? You can actually, gravitate towards depression when you become lonely for a long time. But for loneliness, I feel like it's transient, it is short-lived, because you're feeling lonely at the time because you do not have these things, these opportunities, these things that you really want for yourself. They are not there, they are lacking. But you find out that when you have these things in place, that feeling of loneliness would leave, right? But for depression, you might even have everything going for you. You might have, the good things of life. You might have a good job. You might have family. You might have money, and yet you'll be depressed. I hope you get the difference now. So being lonely and being depressed are two different things. People often interchange it or use it interchangeably, but loneliness is different. Depression is actually a very serious deal. But in Africa, when you tell people that you're depressed, people will be like, what did they worry this one? Which guy are you depression? So we really do not, take our mental health seriously in Africa, but here they do. For depression, there are neurotransmitters in your brain that are supposed to help you to feel good. Like these neurotransmitters, they help you to feel loved, they help you to feel happy, they help you to feel good, and stuff like this. And these neurotransmitters are serotonin, your dopamine, epinephrine. These are just medically, right? But there are events in life that can cause these neurotransmitters to drop in numbers. So if you seek like a medical help, they can prescribe antidepressants for you to up your neurotransmitters level. So some of the causes of this depression could either be due to maybe you have a very stressful life, maybe you've had like a very stressful event, maybe the loss of a loved one, or you're going through a messy divorce and all of that. So these things are things that could make those neurotransmitters to reduce in the normal level they should be at, and you start to feel like a mood disorder, starts to feel like something is missing, you're not feeling okay, your mental health and all of that. So that's for depression basically. But for loneliness is just, it's not being depressed. You are feeling lonely because there's nobody there to provide you support, right? You don't have somebody to talk to, you don't have somebody to share your life with, or somebody who can even encourage you, as little as saying, oh, don't worry, things are going to get better, don't worry, this is just a phase, things will gradually get better. Maybe you're lacking those stuff, and then you start feeling lonely. Loneliness on the other side can push you into depression when you become lonely for a very long time and you do not seek help, or you don't do anything about it. So back in my school days, I used to be, I don't think I'll say I'm an introvert or an extrovert. I think I'm midway. So back in my school days, I used to be this type of student that was just from church to class and then to my hostel. Like, I didn't really, have friends that much. I had two close friends in school. Others were just acquaintances. And it's not like we didn't really talk or rapport. We talk, we rapport and all that. But my closest friends were actually two till I left university. So then I used to think like I like to be alone because I actually like my own space. I don't like where people are too plenty. Growing up, I grew up in a large, family where you have cousins, different relatives, your siblings and all that. And I've been used to plenty people around me, but by the time I got into school, I just, preferred to, stay on my own. It's just something that I like. I like and I enjoy my company. So back then in school, after class, I'll just come back to my hostel and I'll just be by myself. In hostel, you see people, mingle among themselves. Like people would um come back from class, go to different rooms, chat and make friends and then build relationships. But in my own case, it was very, very different, and I don't even know why it was different. So then people in my hostel used to mistake me like I was actually a very proud person. And the thing used to, drive me crazy when people say that I'm actually proud, like that because I don't come to their rooms to discuss with them, that I like to be alone and all that. In fact, I enjoyed my company and I still enjoy it up till today. So, as a disclaimer, then, if you start coming to my room very often, to discuss and, make friends with me, I'll just tell you that please, in case I don't reciprocate this act, don't feel offended or don't feel like I'm feeling too big and too proud. That's not actually the case. It's just that I like to be alone most of the times. So even till I got married, left my city to another city to be with Obi, I've actually been like the kind of person that stays on her own. Like I like my own space and all that. So then I used to feel like it was something that I liked. Like I like to be alone. Not until I relocated. In all of these times that I've been alone, I didn't actually feel alone. Not until I relocated and I started feeling alone. Mind you, I have a family. I have a husband and a daughter, and yet I still feel alone. So I think basically the reason why I feel alone in my own case is because of the environment. Like I feel like the environment is too quiet, like too quiet. Back in Nigeria, at home in my house, I used to have this church that was, beside my house, and I think their worship days used to be, it wasn't really a church, it was a ministry. So their worship days used to be on Wednesdays and I think Fridays, and they would sing and they would clap the whole day, like the noise. They don't control noise now. If they put their speakers like 10 outside, it's none of your business. It's either you join them or you close your ears. So then I used to be very angry. Like each time they started the administration, like it was lots of noise. Then you could hear cars pass by, you could hear people discuss outside and all that. So that will make you feel like people are around you, you have people around, and you would not really feel it like you are alone in the house, right? But here, if you drop like a needle on the ground, you can literally hear that needle sound. This place is too quiet. So I feel like maybe basically that's why I feel lonely at times. Like, are you sure people are around me? Are you sure people live in the next apartment? Are you sure there's somebody next door? Are you sure there's even somebody walking on the road? And then again, I feel like it is worse here in Windsor because it's actually a very small city. It is, still developing and all that. So it's not this kind of major city that, you have cars, you have plenty people. This place, number of people, they are just, few. We are not so plenty. So it's actually a small town. So I think mine, basically, why I feel lonely is because of environment. There are other things that can make you feel lonely here. Things like not having your family with you, having less friends, to hang out with, talk with, and all of that. Another thing also that can make you feel lonely here is too much of work. Yes, they work a lot here. You see people work like 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and you're working round the clock. You basically do not even have time for yourself. Not to talk of time to make friends or time to, build relationships. Like, it is very, very, very hard. But people back at home will feel like you have your life your life together, or that you have everything planned out since you're already here. But it's not like that. People feel lonely, and people might even feel depressed, but I feel like people feel lonely most of the time. Like, immigrants feel lonely most of the times because lots of them are just, starting all over. People are just, trying to find their feet. People are trying to, navigate life or see what life has in store for them. Me, for instance, I am a pharmacist. I'm a Nigerian trained pharmacist, and before I would practice here, I would have to write like their professional exam. And road to becoming a pharmacist here is difficult. Not only difficult, it's a long route. You have to write 3 exams, and you have to pass those 3 exams. On top, I think there's an internship program midway or at the tail end. So these are things that people go through, and they just feel like, they are lonely, they've not achieved a lot and all that. Have too many bills to pay, like too much bills, and it is shocking. It is very, very shocking. You pay bills from house rent, like exorbitant house rent. You pay bills for insurance, because here, if you don't insure your things, sorry is your name when things go south. So it's very important to insure your stuff. And this insurance, for you to get premium, they are not cheap. You have to pay from your pocket, and you have to pay, if your house rent is not all inclusive, you have to pay for gas, you have to pay for lights, you have to, like, you pay for basically everything. And sometimes you do not even have, some change, for savings, or to even send back at home. So these things are things that can make you, feel like you're not getting things right, and then you start to feel like you're not doing well and all that. Get to realize that if these things that I highlighted are not things that you've been accustomed to, life of being alone, enjoying your own company, life of not having to do 2 jobs, 3 jobs, or working extra shifts to just make ends meet. Like, when you come here, you find out that you start feeling somehow. You start feeling like, you're alone. You don't have support. You don't have, your life together, and you just feel like you are starting life. And that feeling is, trust me, it's not a good feeling. You don't want to feel that way. So sometimes you feel like you're getting depressed, but I just feel like it's actually a phase, and it's a short, it's transient, like it's short-lived. Like, if you get things put together, or if you get that dream job, when you get that, that degree that you're looking forward to, if you get things in place, like, that feeling will automatically disappear. But when you are feeling depressed, you won't be surprised that you will get that job that you've been looking forward to. Like, you will move to a new city where you have bigger opportunities. You get married, you have kids, you have money in your account, and yet you're still feeling depressed, or you're still feeling like you don't have your shit together, right? So that's case is actually a very different case. Like, it's a mental disorder, and it is a very, very serious, disorder that you have to be on medication and even therapy for you to, get out of that, state, or that mental state. Life out here isn't perfect. Life here is actually tough, like very, very tough. I'm not saying it is tough to discourage people that are actually looking forward to relocate. anybody I see that is looking forward to relocate, like, I encourage them, I give them all the support that they need, to make that dream come true. But in the long run, you should be prepared for what you are coming into. Like, you should have it at the back of your mind that, okay, see, for this period of time that I might be, trying to get this degree, this period of time that I might be job hunting, this period of time that, I might be looking forward to writing professional exams, or, everything that you need to do, like, those periods are not periods that you feel good. They're periods that you feel very down, but just try as much as possible, to make friends. People here are very, very, they're very likable. People, they are very friendly. Try and make friends. If you have associations here from either your tribe, your country, and all that, try and associate with them, make friends, build relationships. These things will help you. Join their WhatsApp group, any group, just join. Know what's up, know things that are happening around you and all that. So just try and be in a kind of environment that would help you feel like you're not alone in this process, like you have other people feeling this way, and that it's just a matter of time and you're going to get out of that phase, right? This time we went for one Igbo gathering here. I think I posted it on YouTube here. God, I'd never felt that way since I relocated. It was so nice. The feeling was so nice. For somebody like me that would not even like to leave my house or get dressed and go to for a function, that day, hey, I felt like not going back. I just felt like carrying my bag and coming and come and stay with people. So such gatherings, they help you to come out from that feeling of, oh, I'm alone, I don't have people around me, like I feel like the whole world is on my shoulders. Like, if you go out more often, mingle with people, you see that feeling would reduce. They might not go away completely, but at least it will reduce to an extent. So before I end this video, I'd like to say that people have actually become depressed. People are still depressed. It doesn't mean that people are just lonely and then they are not depressed. So if you find yourself in that situation, please try to seek medical care, medical help, and then talk to your doctor. I'm sure like there are varieties of drugs available for you to be on, plus therapy. And to cap it, people here or healthcare here take mental cases very, very seriously. So once you seek help, I'm 100% sure that you're going to get all the care and help that you need. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Please, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Lots of you guys watch my YouTube videos, but I don't know why you don't subscribe. Did I do anything wrong? Don't you like my face? Please subscribe to my channel. Subscription is free, and do not forget to like, comment, share, and put on that bell notification so that you'll be the first person to get notified each time I upload a new video. Till I see you in my next upload. Bye.